Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. The sets I will show you today might feel like old news since they were revealed back in October, and you probably saw footage from fan media days as well. This is the 20th anniversary LEGO Batman collection coming in March. Quick recap, the lineup celebrates 20 years of LEGO Batman, and they will also unlock content in the video game LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, but that one only comes at the end of May. We get 3 different Batmobiles and the Batman logo. Prices and piece counts are on screen in euros or dollars. For local prices and pre-order links, check below. Let's start with the cars. Each set comes with 3 paper bags, a manual, a sticker sheet, and for 2 sets a few loose parts. The manual explains how to unlock the shiny gold Batmobile in the game. Just scan the QR code and get your code for the game. I tried it, but unsurprisingly, it doesn't work before release. At Fan Media Days, they had full-size versions of the in-game Batmobiles on display, incredibly cool, but sadly not available in real life. So, let's build the Batmobiles quickly. The first one is the 76332, the Batman Batmobile. Here's the base. The structure feels like a simpler Speed Champions build, big side brackets, some nice side details, and the front snot block clipped at an angle. That's the most complex bit early on. Phase 2 adds a lot to the rear. In my recent ODF1 video I mentioned that these suspension blocks with the wheel deflectors only lasted one season in Speed Champions due to the 2026 regulation changes, but apparently the designers just meant regulations are for race cars, not Batmobiles, and use them for the rear axle here. I also like the fins on the side, everything built sideways, plus a very nice engine with minifig gates and other micro parts. There's a hidden 20th anniversary printed tile under this front assembly, and we are done. The next is the 76333 Batman and Robin Batmobile. The chassis is fully brick built here, tons of brackets on the sides, and an interesting assembly shaping the cockpit area. Those newer T-brackets stack well and open up some fresh connection tricks. Much more curvature on the body, a printed anniversary tile, and some satisfying snot work at the front. The final assemblies are these chunky brick-built wings at the rear, lots of details packed in, and that's another Batmobile done. And the last one, the 76331 Batman vs Superman Batmobile. This starts with a surprising amount of technique, both studded and studless, and the yellow 2x4 brick for bat contrast. Batman will apparently sit on the printed tile this time, that's phase 1. Next comes the printed windshield and a lot of angular panels all around. Almost finished, more angled surfaces at the rear, a few hinges, and here comes the interesting part, the wheels. The rear axle is fixed, the rim has a pinhole, so the wheel spins on the axle, not with the axle. Why? Because these little flag assemblies are attached to the axle. At the front, the rim has an axle hole because it mounts on a rotating axle together with this wheel fork piece. The wheel itself traps it in place, and the chassis prevents it from rotating freely. Clever bit of LEGO engineering. With that, Batmobile number 3 is finished. So it's time to build the 76330 Batman logo. The base has studs facing outwards on one side and Technic reinforcements on the other. Most is classic building, but the edges mix in sideways assemblies and some funky geometry near the bottom. And here's the finished display piece, tons of gribbling on that studded surface, plus extra Technic to attach to the base, which holds the printed anniversary tile and a very cool gold Batman minifigure. Talking about the minifigs, let's see all of them. The logo includes 2 Batmans, one gold and one standard. Even the gold one has dual expressions on the gold head, no leg printing, plastic cape. The standard Batman hides inside the logo as a storage feature. The 3 Batmans for the vehicles look great, detailed torso and leg prints, nice capes, even shoulder pads on this one. I like the attention to detail. Now about the cars. According to the designers, the 9+ rating allows more detail than previously, a more involved build and better display play balance. Unlike most previous Batmobiles, each only includes one minifigure, that's to keep the price down. Regarding the display value, I really like this one from the Batman movie. We had this version in 2022 and you can see the size difference. The new one is not drastically more detailed, but definitely more refined. The angled bumper is a nice touch. The 6x6 tile on the roof is new, glossy surface and no injection mark in the middle, which always helps for display. This car appears first in LEGO form. The front was interesting to build with this section, as well as the small windshield assembly I showed you, but those brick-built wings look very chunky at the rear. I know it is either this or a single custom piece. Maybe if it would be possible to keep the thickness at 2 plates, I'm not sure what you think about it. The Batman vs Superman version was genuinely fun to build. You can feel the step up in complexity, technique base, angles everywhere, and the mixed axle logic front and rear. Designers mentioned this would normally be a no-go for kids due to potential mix-ups, even with the extra guidance in the manual, but I'm glad it made it and fits the 9 Plus range. The roof opens, the anniversary tile doubles as a seat heater, and Batman actually fits properly. Also, dark grey, not black. Bold choice for a Batmobile. Here are a few older Batmobiles for comparison, similar width but beefier and usually with more minifigs. I didn't keep the latest Tumbler, that was a clear step back for €60 or dollars. Let's just say I'm glad that wasn't the direction they doubled down on. If we compare to 9 Plus Speed Champions, these don't have the same complexity, but that was never the intent. Speed Champions is about car nerd accuracy, Batman is about nostalgia and cool shapes. Price is okay. Would have been nice to hit the Speed Champions price point at €28 or dollars. Slightly less build complexity than those, but you get a premium minifigure and the game integration. Once retailers discount to about €20, which they absolutely will, these become a very solid buy. Now about that logo. As a display piece it totally works, looks great on a desk or shelf, and the gold minifig is a nice bonus. I like when designers don't need to replicate a real thing, they went wild on the gribbling here. There are many Easter eggs and fun details. I am sure I will not find them all, but there are grappling guns, a bat, what might be Penguin's umbrella and hat, small Batmobiles, another hat in the middle, a whip and a black cat, lots of fun things to explore. It's not functional or playable besides the minifig storage, but it looks cool. Not €80 or dollars cool though. The market quickly responded and pre-orders already go for around €62 and I expect it to dip below 60. Under that, worth considering. Day 1, probably not. So folks, these are the 20th anniversary LEGO Batman sets coming in March. Let me know what you think about them. Are you planning to buy any? Are you excited about the video game extras? Let's talk about it in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.